Welcome to Trading Nation. I'm Brian Sullivan, your Trading Nation team today. Dennis Davitt of Harvest Volatility Management and Matt Maley of Miller Tabak. And in Matt's always excellent morning note, Matt, you talked about, a lot of people comparing the Trump win to Brexit. And then, of course, Brexit, we saw a tank, and then we saw a later recovery. Do you think we've already seen the sort of Trump-Brexit effect in the market?
Well, it sure seems to be that way, at least on a near-term basis. And one of the things that really, takes place in the last 6 weeks of the year, which we're moving into, last 6-7 weeks of the year, is performance fear. And when the market, it's amazing how many people suddenly said that Trump was a disaster for the markets, and now suddenly he's the greatest thing in the world for the markets. But even if you don't believe that, which I question as we move into next year, but over the near-term basis, over the next 6 weeks or so, as the market moves higher, even if you think the market's going to go to zero next year, you've got to be in because you care about your performance, whether you're behind and you're trying to play catch-up. But even if you're ahead, you've got to stay ahead of the market. And so this market could surprise a little bit to the upside if
even after we've seen, which is the best, Matt, it's the best week of the year for the Dow, not tech, that's a different story. Best week of the year for the Dow, best week in a while for the markets, up more than 5% as of this taping. Is this all she's got, though? What makes you so convinced there's more in there?
I'm not completely convinced, that's for sure. I don't want to overstate my bullishness there. And I'm very, very cautious about 2017. But the one thing is that when you get this kind of situation where we can move on to what we'll talk, I think we're going to talk about a little bit later, was the bond market. But if the bond market gets any kind of a bounce here and it's very oversold and rates come down a bit, that could provide a little bit of an impetus to take to give another leg up to the marketplace as we move into the end of the year.
And Dennis, obviously, I'm going to say this for our audience perspective, not for yours. Volatility spiked. I mean, that's your world. I don't have to tell you that. But where do you see volatility going?
Well, I mean, volatility spiked, but volatility going into the election kind of came off. I mean, we spoke about it when, that the big rally we saw in the market on Monday, I believe, the VIX kind of collapsed. They gave the election to Hillary. We didn't even get a chance to spike volatility. I mean, we're comparing it to Brexit. We never had a chance. I mean, the market opened up unchanged on Wednesday morning. So, yeah, this was like a Brexit, but it was an American Brexit. It was faster, it was stronger, and it's more robust. So many experts were so wrong. The options market had this so wrong. They bought volatility in when an outlier event happened. What happens with volatility next year? Look to the volatility in the sectors. What you're seeing right now is a massive rotation. If you look at IYR, if you look at utilities, they're getting creamed, tech's getting hit. All of the stocks, I shudder to look at what some hedge fund returns are going to look like at the end of this month. Because people were hiding in high dividend stocks. What do you think they're going to look like? Well, I hope they look really bad because we're doing well. So, but like I said, I'm talking my own position. Using options in this, owning volatility when it's high may seem oxymoronic, but, expensive things are worth paying for at times. Yeah. We spoke about the XLF earlier on TV today. Play that through options. XLF could be down, 10% in 2 days if Trump cuts a deal with Elizabeth Warren. I know it's out there, but the Cubs won the series. Elizabeth Warren, Donald Trump may become some sort of regulation on the banks. He used Lloyd Blankfein in his advertisements. I don't think he's going to roll back heavy regulations on the banks. He's got a full slate.
More than a full slate, some would say, but there's a lot of interesting theories out there. Dennis, your points are noted. Matt as well. Thank you both very much. Folks, thank you for tuning into Trading Nation. I'm Brian Sullivan, and I'll see you next time.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.